Our experience was fantastic. We didn't want something to just knock up and then be dealing with defects and issues for the next however many years. It had a really good reputation, and that was sort of helped us give us a level of comfort.
Hi, I'm Kelly and this is Tim, and we're in our beautiful home that Sheridan Building Services built for us in Moonee Ponds.
We had an original plan where we were going to knock over half the house and then extend backwards, but right sort of close to the time when we were about to get going, we had a bit of a change of direction and change of mind, and we sort of sat down with Jared and spoke to him about maybe tweaking the plans, and pretty much resulted in a wholesale redesign of the house, and we went with something completely different and a bit more radical in the design to try and make the most of north-facing sunlight that we could get into the deeper part of the house down in the back, which would have been south-facing and missed out on all that beautiful sunlight. So yeah, we had an interesting conversation with the guys as we were getting close to starting, but to their credit, they were on board with us, gave us some good suggestions, and turned it around and ultimately refurbished the existing part of the house, which was over 100 years old, and then added a new addition at the back over 2 levels. So we had to have the right people, the right level of experience, and the advice that we would be getting was solid and that we could rely on it. So that was critical for us, and yeah, we were really lucky that the guys are hands-on, and that made a massive difference, offering really good suggestions.
It was brilliant. The boys, Jared got back to us all the time. We always knew exactly what was happening. If he said he would call, he did. The trades were fantastic. All of them that came in, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew things that we didn't know, so from the electrician, the painter, the cabinet maker was brilliant. All of the trades were lovely, and having to come down on site can be a bit intimidating sometimes, but the team were always so lovely. They were brilliant with the neighbours, kept the neighbours informed with what was going on, which was important to us, having lived here for a long time before we started the build. Yeah, it was a really something that, you know, people hear some horror stories. It was really easy and really enjoyable.
The people that we met through the Sparky and his suggestions on lights and all those sorts of things, along with the cabinet maker and just some awesome sort of design suggestions that he came up with, were things that we probably wouldn't have got if we had gone with someone else. So it made the difference at the end.
And I love what they've done with the front of the house. Originally there was a bullnose veranda which had been taken off, and Jared and the boys put it back on, and it looked absolutely beautiful. So just driving home is lovely, and the kids love it too. There's so much space for them, and yeah, it's a perfect house.
Well, the interior designer sort of set a few challenges for them as well, with a couple of tricky details that we weren't quite sure how they were going to pull it off, but they put their heads together and came up with some really cool ideas, and they're things that people walk in and sort of pick up on. So yeah, they're the things that are going to make this house a little bit different from anything else. No reservations about recommending the guys to anybody. In fact, we've already recommended them to a couple of other people through school or through our friendship network. And yeah, we're happy to sort of let people come and have a look firsthand at sort of the quality, see how it's all stacked up and held up, because the quality is definitely there to be seen.